One of the biggest issues we face in kitchen remodels and on projects where we're just doing a cabinetry install, this is a good example of that. This is a new construction home we're working on where we're just installing these cabinets for this builder. But one of the major problems that we experience in this industry is actually a combination of two things. So, number one is getting the correct cabinetry sizes and dimensions and delivered to the job site. And the other issue that we face is having enough of the correct trim components that come with it. So, for example, that's crown, toe kick, scribe molding, things of that nature. And just to speak to that first issue here, this is a perfect example of it. What we have here is a wall to wall section of cabinetry. I'll spin the camera here so you can see there's a wall, there's a wall. This section right here is going to get a pantry door set, so that panel system isn't installed yet. But that wall to wall measurement is off by 4 inches from what the plans show. So when we install a package, we just came in here and said, okay, the plan shows 2.5 inch filler and, you know, uh, fridge cabinet here, microwave cabinet here. Well, this stuff is all supposed to be pre-measured for us, especially on a new construction job where we just come in and do the install. But like I said, this measurement's off by 4 inches. So now we have to take all this cabinetry out, rip this panel, this filler panel here down on the end. Let me turn the camera so you can see it, and reinstall it so that we can make the cabinetry work. Now this is a huge headache and something that could be avoided. Um, on our projects where we're acting as the general contractor and we use our designers, we have a requirement of a minimum of two measures. So that's when we come out and do a consultation with you first thing, and the second time is after your design is like 90% complete, we make our designer come out and do another walkthrough just to make sure we didn't miss anything and make sure all the numbers jive. Um, Something like this could have been easily avoided, and now it's going to cost extra for us to rip this out and redo it. So that's actually a more common issue than you might think. We do a lot of installs for other builders and other kitchen and bath firms, and unanimous across the board, every single company that we do installs for has this problem. The other issue that we try to address is, a little bit more minor than that, but having the correct moldings and the correct amount of moldings. So what a kitchen and bath designer will do is they'll measure down to the inch, all the crown that's going to go on all these cabinet sections. And we'll just use crown as an example. They'll measure it down to the inch and they'll order crown to the inch. And at the end of the job, you'll have a scrap pile like this big and you'll just say, oh my God, that was close. So if you have one little miscut or, something didn't work out quite exactly how you wanted it to, then you're waiting 6 weeks for another piece of crown to come in. Or it could be toe kick, it could be some of the scribe moldings that we use. But on our end, we see it as much more worthwhile to just require one extra component of each of those to be ordered. It ends up costing, maybe like an extra 150 or 250 bucks, but we think that it's much more worth it to have a little bit extra, pay a little bit more than get 90% done with your project and have to wait 6 weeks because, we're short on crown or, short on some kind of molding. So that's how we run our jobs. I know there's a lot of kitchen and bath firms out there who would vehemently oppose this. So, I mean, I'd love to hear, I'd love to hear your opinion if you have a different one. But that's how we um, fight those common issues that we see. So, thanks for watching.